Hey everybody, it is Deanna with toolsofenergyprotection.com, your energy advisor and Akashic Records expert. How's everybody doing tonight? It is June the 6th of 2022. Can you believe it? What an amazing time to be alive. And I did check in with a little science, and I found out that the way our Earth is revolving, time is actually a little shorter than it used to be. Or at least that's how it affects our minds. So just so you know, there's another mystery revealed. Tonight I'm coming on because I have some pretty exciting stuff to share with you. What has happened in recent times, or recently I should say, is a lot of highly sensitive people, star seeds or empaths, are contacting me and they're like, Deanna, I've got this ringing in my ears. It is so loud sometimes, softer other times, and it's annoying. Can you make it go away? Well, even if I could make it go away, I wouldn't, because it is one of the most beautiful gifts that has been given to people who are awake, aware, and alert. To highly sensitive people, empaths, or star seeds, because this is the information that you need right now to go through this spiritual Jumanji that we're all going through, and to make sure that you roll the correct dice, if you will. So here's a few things you should know about the high-pitched whine. Number one, if it's driving you crazy, I'd like for you to become curious. Because just because the high-pitched whine is driving you crazy and you want it to quit, doesn't mean that it's bad or wrong. And so one of my friends a long time ago told me, what you resist persists. So the more you tune that out or try to go la, 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 you can't turn it off. You have no literal control, if you will, to turn it off. So embrace it. It's a beautiful gift that not everybody on this planet has. And you know who you are. You know it's not tinnitus. You know it's not tinnitus. And it probably started right before COVID and became more and more intense over time. So you're saying to me, Deanna, well, what is it? What is that mystery? You know, what am I missing? Well, it is a blessing. In the Bible, it says, he who has an ear, let him hear. And this is in the New Testament. And at that time, there was a similar oscillation or vibration that was giving energy, giving information, and helping the people of those times that were spiritually enlightened to go forward. Because if you'll remember, that's about the time that Jesus sent his disciples out to do the ministry. And they had to talk to a lot of different folks and navigate a lot of badlands. In between different places, you traveled on foot. And you didn't know who was coming toward you. Was it friend or foe? Would you have to defend yourself and maybe the food stores you had with you, or women or children? Or would they be somebody you could greet happily and maybe pitch tents with and share an evening's meal? One of the ways they knew was the high-pitched frequency of the ringing in the ears. It provides so much information. It's incredible. So I encourage you to learn more about the high-pitched whine, to know that it's an extraordinary connection, to know that it is the consciousness of all light workers. It's a collective consciousness. I don't mean here, silly, collective consciousness. And if you've ever seen the collective consciousness, if you go to a game and somebody stands up and does the wave, and it goes all the way around the stadium and comes back, why? That's collective consciousness in action. And in that same way, this beautiful high-pitched whine, this ringing in the ears, is that same kind of information coming to you 24/7. Sometimes it'll be more in one ear than the other, and sometimes more in the other than the one, but it's always persistent. It's a ringing. It's not a twill. That's something different. So if you've been having that and wondering what it is, just know that on a subconscious and a superconscious level, you already are receiving the information. It's just your conscious mind that doesn't really understand it yet. And so I am going to be presenting this information. I've done it before on the internet, but I've had many of you say, please, Deanna, teach us a class in person. I'll travel if I need to. So on Tuesday, I am going to teach it. Let me look at that date one more time. It is July the 5th, Tuesday, July the 5th, right after the July 4th weekend on a Tuesday. I'm going to teach the class. So I know a lot of you are going to be friends and family, so that's why I decided I would move it. After Independence Day, in honor of starseeds, empaths, and highly sensitive people also receiving their own independence. Because the high-pitched whine, the frequency will enlighten you. It will help you to understand what's happening in the DNA shifts, the upgrades. How many of you out there are getting spiritual upgrades? And you can feel it. And some of you are working through it. How many of you are having really bizarre dreams and not sure how to process them? And sometimes you can't go to sleep at night. And some days your body just aches. All the information needed for you to understand these simple things is in that high-pitched frequency. And nowhere else on the internet, nowhere else will you find anybody teaching this. This is the leading edge. This is the inside of the spectrum of unlimited information, the ascension information, the upgrades. And the last time I taught this class, one of my students told me, who I saw recently, she said, you know, I still have all your recordings, because at that time I was doing it on the internet. And I listened to them over and over, and every time I do, I see different things. And I feel different things. And the world that was once confusing to me is now more understandable because I understand what's going on the world scene and I have far less fear. And I thanked her so much for sharing that. So on Tuesday, the 5th of July, in my office in Loveland, Colorado, I will be teaching 9 people, which you could be one, how to access the ringing in the ears. We'll have real-time exercises and we'll write down what you learn so that you too can have this knowledge. It's greater than you can imagine. My desired outcome is to teach it to hundreds, thousands of people. But I'm going to start in person with just 9 people because it's all I can fit in my space. So if you're interested, I'd like for you to reach out to me at toolsofenergyprotection.com and click contact and get a hold of me. And very soon I will post on toolsofenergyprotection.com an article about the mystery of the high-pitched whine. And there I will put a link for you to sign up if you would prefer. And once you're signed up, I will send you the information on when to join me. So this will be training again on July the 5th in the evening. So I hope you will join me. Take that step, take that journey, claim your divine right and your understanding. Become more like Laura, where you can learn what's happening. You can know absolutely what's happening in time and space and have less fear and feel more supported in your journey. Until next Tuesday, I will see you then. And until next Tuesday, please have a great and wonderful week. Remember, this is one of the greatest times on this planet to be alive. And if you're having challenges, use the mantra, in every day, in every way, I'm growing stronger and stronger. In every day, in every way, I'm growing healthier and healthier. Every day, in every way, I'm growing wealthier and wealthier. And speak that out over your life. And know that this is the most beautiful, blessed time of ascension for starseeds, empaths, and highly sensitive people. I hope you'll join me at my class Tuesday, July the 5th. Again, go to toolsofenergyprotection.com and reach contact to get registered, or tomorrow there'll be an article posted on Wednesday called The Mysteries of the High Pitch Wine. Have a great and wonderful night. Big hug and kisses, to everybody.